Alright, so I asked you guys what kind of videos you wanted me to make, and a lot of people asked about my piercings. So today I'm going to talk about some of my piercings. I'm going to start with my ears. I have 3 on this side. Used to have more, but I took some out. And some more here. When people see this one, they're like, whoa, you have so many. But really, it's only one. Yeah, I cheated. I did used to have more here, but as you can see, the bumps, those are, they were keloids forming. It was actually probably because I've done it myself when I was really young, and with like just, you know, when you see those crazy teens just piercing themselves with like a random needle that they found. Yeah, that was before I knew all what could happen, so don't do that. That's really bad. And as you can see, it didn't turn out good. So yeah, I have my horizontal eyebrow. I did used to have this side. You can probably see a little bit more of the scar, but that was actually pierced by me once I was a professional body piercer, and it's kind of hard to do that by yourself. Like imagine having a clamp on and then trying to get to the hole here and then piercing that. So yeah, it was supposed to be a 3/8, like 3/8 length, and I ended up piercing it like a 5/16 due to me not seeing the dot where I was piercing. So yeah, I pierced it to almost like a 5/16, and that eventually rejected to like a 1/4. So I took it out and got this one pierced professionally, like by someone else, and that was a lot better. This one's a 3/8, and it's doing pretty good, staying about that size. I have my nose. Usually when I pierce noses, I usually give the choice between a hoop or a nose screw. When I say nose screw, people are like, what's that? Well, it's actually, instead of having just a straight barbell, I find those ones are easily, like they come out easily, especially like in your sleep and stuff. This is a nose screw. I'll show you how. I actually make it look easy, taking it out and coming it back in, but it's not that easy when you first try it. It's made like this. You see the little diamond? So this part goes inside the nose. Well, I mean, it goes all into your nose, but like the straight part is on your nostril, and this part is inside your nose, and this is where like it screws in. So it keeps like the bar from coming out, like a normal nose pin. Yeah, you just put it back in. Well, like I said, I make it look kind of easy there, but if you've tried it, if you have one, you'll know that the first time you've tried it, it's kind of a little tricky. I have my lip. Mine's pierced fairly close to the lip line. It's kind of that's how I wanted it, but usually it's a little bit lower. For those of you who've never seen one, it's just like well, some people will wear hoops, you've probably seen that, but just like this, some people ask me how it stays there. It's just like, it's like a little pin, and on the back it has a flat disc like this. Well, mine's plastic. It looks a little odder. Usually it's metal, but see? It's just like a flat back. I find plastic, like Bioplast, is a lot more gentle on your teeth and on your gums than surgical steel or something. It's just because whatever. I find Bioplast is my favorite. I also have microdermals. When people see these ones, they're like, whoa, how does that stay in? Like, or like, how did you get in there? Well, I actually made you a drawing. Made you guys a drawing. Okay, well, this is like from the top view. Say the black part is the diamond. So this part right here and this part right here stays underneath your skin, and the little holes here, well, the tissue attaches itself into the holes, so that what kind of anchors it in the skin. And this would be like a side view of the thing. Like this would be the diamond right here, and this is the little post, and this part is underneath your skin. So really there's like a little middle part that goes underneath the skin here. You can actually unscrew the little diamonds like a regular barbell, and you can change the diamonds to whatever you want. it doesn't even have to be a diamond. It can be, you have all sorts of kinds, but you can't take out the middle plate. You got to get that. Well, that's another question I often get, is how do you take it out? You actually have to cut it out, and that's permanent. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. I also have my navel done, belly button. I have the like regular top, and then I had two on the sides, so it made like a triangle. The ones on the sides, it was actually more of an experiment for me, because often enough when I pierce a belly button, it's like, most of the time it's the person's first piercings, and they're usually scared, they don't know what to expect. And when I show them the barbell, they're like, whoa, that's so big, don't you have something smaller? And they want to get pierced by a 16 gauge, but I can't, because 16 gauge is a lot smaller, and it's easier for your body to push it out. So I thought I'll try it on myself. So I did put in 16 gauge, two 16 gauges on the side. It lasted about a year, but it always, like each month I would see that it like migrated a little bit more further out. And about 4 or 5 months ago, one started, because there was always one that was worse than the other. Well, that one side, it started hurting a lot. Like, it was really, really red and brown. It was kind of infected, and it started hurting all underneath my stomach, and it would wake me up in the morning, at night. It would go underneath my stomach and on the sides, and even just by touching my stomach, it would, well, I'll show you guys. It doesn't look too good, but this is what, see, this one wasn't too bad, but it was this one. You see, it's like a big, long, brown scar. When it started hurting, it actually hurted like all underneath here, and it went up like all here and stuff. But yeah, and when I took this one out, well, I didn't want to leave this one because it would look kind of stupid with just one, so I ended up taking both out. The scar was actually worse. Oh, it was actually worse before, but I've been using bio oil. I find that works really good. So eventually I think I'm going to get both of them done again with a 14 gauge this time, so it will kind of camouflage the scar. But yeah, I know I don't have much piercings for a body piercer. Usually when you go into a body piercing shop, they're like all loaded with like crazy hair. Well, I know I have crazy hair, but usually like shaved heads and like whatever. I don't look like a typical body piercer, but like they say, don't judge a book by its cover. I've done hundreds and hundreds of piercings, considering that's pretty good for a small town like I live in. I've been doing this for 3 years now, 3.5 years, and yeah, like when they make an appointment for a piercing and they come in, they're like, oh, you're the body piercer? They kind of, I think they expect someone more crazy looking. But anyway, like I said, don't judge a book by its cover, and if you guys have any more questions or suggestions for videos, just let me know and I'll do my best. See ya!